You're listening to the CVS show on Phonic FM 106.8, bringing news from the voluntary and community sector in Exeter. Exeter CVS runs the local volunteer centre, offers affordable learning in IT, management and personal development, and gives membership support to charities and community groups across the city. Visit www.exetercvs.org.uk or call 01392 20 20 55 to find out more.
No playlist, no prescriptions. Phonic FM.
Phonic FM, CVS show, Thursday afternoon. No playlist. It literally is no playlist. I'm making it up as I go along. I've got a list of Halloween songs ready to play for everybody. But more importantly, I've got some wonderful guests in the studio with me. I've got Cassie Leicester from Age UK Exeter. Hello, Cassie.
Hi, John.
And I've got the legendary, I was going to say the wonderful, but actually the legendary Debbie from the Volunteer Centre. Hi, Debs.
Hi, John.
Hello. We talk about you, don't we, quite a lot on there?
Yes, I have heard that, yes.
And there are people that don't believe you actually exist, but you do, and here you are.
Yeah, she does. Yes, in person, live on the show today.
Exactly. So when people ring up and they say we'd like to speak to somebody about volunteering and we'd like to book in, then it's young Debs here that we refer them to. So you've seen a few people today, haven't you?
Yes, I've seen a few people today. They've come in to see the friendly volunteering team.
Yeah.
Helped them out, signposted them, and gone off really happy.
That's good. As long as they go off quite happy.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be talking, Cassie, about Age UK Exeter. You've got an event coming up to recruit volunteers.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about the organisation itself.
Yeah.
I mean, most people have heard the name and they know about it.
Yeah, most people probably remember us as Age Concern. That's what we used to be, and then we became Age UK Exeter about 7-8 years ago. We're a local charity that support people that are aged 50 and over, and that can be in all sorts of ways. We run about 30 different services across the city that are either based at our centres, which are at Carrick Street and Mount Pleasant, but we've also got groups happening right across the city, a Men in Sheds project that happens in St Thomas. So we've got loads of different things happening, and volunteers can be involved in all areas of our organisation.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, haven't you got some like 400 volunteers?
At the moment we've probably got about just under 300,
Okay.
but yes, we certainly have a lot of volunteers, and they outnumber the staff about 2 to 1. So I'm always scared that if they want to mutiny, we paid staff would be in trouble. So
keep the volunteers happy.
Absolutely.
I mean, despite the fact that sounds like a lot of volunteers, it is a lot of people, but it's not enough really for the amount of people that need the help and support.
That's right, yeah. We support approximately 1,000 older people a week, so you can imagine, it is very vast, and the issues can be so varied, the reasons that people come to us, and volunteers really help us to sort of deliver good quality services to older people in the community that need our help. So
good stuff. And we were looking there, weren't we? And there's 24 live opportunities at the moment.
Yeah, 24. Very popular. Very popular. Signpost to go to Age UK. Well, every day I'm in work, I'm always giving information and signposting people to the Age UK. So it is very, very popular charity. And just urge people, if you're out there and you want to volunteer, get in touch with Cassie or myself at Exeter CVS.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking at the specific times, because you do the pop-in groups, and there are various locations around the city, and they all happen on specific times. So I mean, I remember sort of tweeting out once, and if you've got Monday afternoons free, then that's Beacon Heath, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah, Beacon Heath from 2 till 4.
So what happens at the pop-in groups? What can people get involved
groups with? So they're very much sort of sociable events. So it's like a sort of pop-in coffee morning type thing. Obviously, it's in the afternoon. So it's based in Beacon Heath. There's a lot of older people in that area with not a lot of services to access. So they can come along to the Beacon Heath pop-in, have a cup of tea, a chat. They do activities together, an opportunity to socialise, and also there are staff members there. So if they are struggling with anything, they've got somebody that they can go to and ask for advice. And volunteers help out. So again, it's a very friendly group. Volunteers help out, make refreshments, chat to people, welcome them as they come in, and just generally pitch in. So
good stuff.
Sounds great. It
does
really
sound great. Yeah,
good opportunity. Really good.
Well, that's it, because it's it obviously helps the people who are using your services, but it's actually something that's really good for the volunteers. It's very much a mutual thing, this, I think.
Yeah, I'm very much a believer in that, and I say that to people when they come to me to talk about volunteering, is that, you know, I really believe in volunteering being a two-way process. We never want people to think, oh no, I've got to go and volunteer today. It's got to be something that they enjoy, and people get so much out of their volunteering. So yes, it is very much a two-way thing. So
yeah, because I don't know if he's got in touch with you yet, but I met a guy last week, I think, and he's a gardener, and he had an elbow injury. I think he had tennis elbow, but really badly. So he was off work, and now he's not in work, then his elbow's better. So he may be coming up and helping with the allotment stuff. He's got an allotment as well.
Yeah, we've got a project called Budding Friends, which is specifically for people with an early diagnosis of a dementia. And the group is for the person with the diagnosis plus their carer. Okay. And a lot of studies have shown that being outside and activities like gardening can really help to delay the symptoms of dementia. So the group meet at our flower pots allotment, and especially during the summer we'll do things around the allotment, obviously weather dependent. Sometimes they also use the community centre and do different sort of activities, and they kind of agree between them as a group what sort of activities they want to do. So and they can get peer support as well, which is really important. So volunteers help out either on the allotment or with the activities. So again, lots of ways in which people can get involved.
Yeah, I mean,
super.
It is super. Good. I mean, it's very good to kind of be tackling the idea of dementia and seeing what can be done holistically to help people as well. Yeah,
and it's become a really major topic that people are becoming very aware of now, and that more and more, you know, we are getting people that are getting diagnosed earlier in you know, sort of in their 50s and 60s. So you know, it is something that people are really starting to look at and wanting to support people with, because it can be quite a journey for everybody involved.
I can imagine, And one of the day centre opportunities is focusing on people with dementia as well, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So we've got 2 day centres for people with a dementia. We've got one based at our Carrick Street Centre for people when they're in the earlier stages of a dementia, and then when it becomes more advanced, they go to a smaller group, which is based at our Mount Pleasant Centre. Yeah. And again, it's a day for them. They get an opportunity to socialise, do activities that they enjoy, get support from the staff and the volunteers there, and also it's an opportunity for their carers to have some time off where they know that their loved one is being properly looked after. So again, volunteers can get involved if it's just for a couple of hours or a whole day. Lots of ways in which people can get involved and help us out.
And that's a good opportunity for somebody who's thinking of going into care as a profession or social work. A great experience there. I mean, do you get many students coming forward to do stuff?
Yeah, since our Mount Pleasant Centre opened, we're getting a bit more interest from the university, which is great, because obviously Mount Pleasant is a bit closer to the university, so it kind of pops up in their mind. But I mean, even today I interviewed somebody who's just starting a medical degree, and so for her to have experience of building relationships with older people is something that will really help her in her future career. So yes, we do get students, and we get OTs, you know, people that are doing all sorts of relevant things. So care work, OTs, all sorts of things. So people come to us and get experience of working with older people.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, because people do social work degrees from sort of through Plymouth University, so there's those kind of people looking at that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it is very useful stuff. And drivers. Cassie, was it you that said last week you were desperate for drivers?
Yes.
Oh, good. Because I put that in the paper. I think I advertised every driver last week.
So just to give a bit of background, because we do have obviously our day centres for people with dementia, it would not be appropriate for them to be transported to our centres in a minibus, because it would be confusing. They could potentially be on the minibus for quite a long time. It could create a lot of anxiety and so on. So we've got wonderful people who will pick people up from their homes and drive them into our centre and bring them in, settle them down for the day, and then they will either do the reverse at the end of the day. So you can choose whether you want to do a morning or an afternoon or both. We're happy with whatever people can offer us, but because that is quite we need a lot of people, so we are always looking for volunteer drivers to help us out.
Yeah, it's one of the first questions we ask, but do you drive? Have you got a car?
yeah. And it's actually more fun than you would expect. I've been getting some feedback from our drivers, because I'm going to sort of do a bit of a promo on it, and they say it's probably quite different from what people expect, because you get to build relationships with people that you pick up every week, hear their stories, and people are so happy to have that kind of support. So it's a really vital role, and you can volunteer you can just volunteer for, say, 1 to 2 hours a week doing that. So it's not a massive time commitment if you haven't got if you've got other things going on, which we understand people do. So,
and also you can plan it around and with things. I always think if you're sort of people who come in once a week to Exeter to do your shopping day, then bring a couple of older people with you, and then pick them up at the end, take them home again.
That's true. Because our day centres start at 10, so it's kind of just after the rush hours. So potentially, if, for example, if somebody dropped their kids off at school and then wanted something to get involved with for that little period after you've dropped the kids off, that kind of thing, it's something that people could get involved with. So
there's plenty of opportunities to get involved with. We're going to have a bit of music. I try and find some scary Halloween music. I actually know that this track is quite terrifying, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, Debbie, we're in for it.
I say.
The CVS show on Phonic FM. Find out more about community and voluntary work in Exeter at www.exetercvs.org.uk. Visit us weekdays 9:30 to 4:30 on King William Street, or call 01392 20 20 55.
Well, we would normally say call that number and ask for Daz, but you can't because she's here.
Yeah, sorry everybody.
We're not telling you the studio number, even though it's written up there, because I don't know how to answer the phone. So we'll just forget that.
Call me Monday.
A couple of Halloween tracks there, a bit of Monster Mash, and I do have it on authority that they are dancing back at the CVS, that one. Jeannie and Emily are dancing on their desks to the Monster Mash.
I hope somebody's videoing it.
Yeah, we can put that up on the new website, I think. Everything seems to go out on Facebook and Twitter now. Anything anyone does in the office puts a funny hat on. It's good. Keeps us all on our toes.
Yeah, go girls, keep dancing.
Yeah, do keep dancing. I'll try and find you some more... there's some scary stuff on that list. Yeah, we'll see what we can find you later. Cassie, we're talking about the volunteering opportunities with Age UK Exeter.
Yeah.
And there's a really important event coming up in a week or two, isn't there?
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So we've got a big recruitment event which we're going to be doing at our Sycamore Centre in Mount Pleasant, and it runs on Thursday the 10th of November from 4:30 till 5:30, and it's just going to be an opportunity for people to come along, meet me and some of the other staff and volunteers, find out more about what we do and the kind of volunteer roles that they can get involved with, and then they can take application packs away or make appointments to sort of speak to me about it further. So and also good biscuits and cakes will be available, which is the most important thing. We've got a very lovely chef at Sycamores who makes us nice cakes and biscuits. So
they'll actually be homemade ones, properly fresh made ones.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Only the best.
Yeah, that'll get them in. That does in the
volunteer
section.
That's it. Yeah, bribery usually
cup
works.
Tea,
Sugar
coffee.
and bribery.
Yeah. Cake and a cup of tea.
Okay, so people can come along. They can find out about all the things they could get involved with, get a few more details, and then sort of. Then they can go away and think if they want, but they can sign up there and then.
Absolutely, yeah. There's no pressure for anybody to sort of do anything there and then. It's literally an opportunity for them to get some information, and we're lucky because some of our current volunteers are going to come along and they'll be there to, so that they can chat about how they find volunteering with us and so on. So there'll be a real mix of people there, so it'll be a nice event.
Do you have a band of volunteers that have been there for a long time? You kind of have like different strata where you've got ones that have been there for decades, ones that kind of been there a while, and then ones that flit in and out.
Absolutely, yeah. We, funnily enough, it's actually our 30th birthday next year.
Oh wow!
So we're going to have a bit of an 80s. Look out for our 80s themed fundraising events. But we have actually got volunteers that have been with us from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it is quite incredible.
Wow.
What they give to us.
Amazing.
And then absolutely. And like you say, say some people have been with us for years. Some people come and do bits and pieces when they can. So yeah, we're really happy for any support that people can offer us, because we know that not everybody can dedicate something every week, which is why, you know, people can just come and get involved in our one-off events as well, if they want to help out but can't commit to anything regularly. So.
Yes. And also I'd imagine with the drivers, if somebody kind of goes through the process and becomes one of your registered drivers, they could be like a bank driver, really, couldn't they?
Absolutely, yeah.
They might do it once a month, but it's useful.
It is really useful because, especially when you just happen to have that week where people are on holiday or somebody's off sick and all of a sudden you really are in need of extra hands. So even if people can't do something regular, if they're happy to be at a bank and be called on now and then, that's brilliant as well.
It's good stuff.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a
really good idea. To get a list of bank drivers.
Yeah, I know. I wish more people had cars. The amount of people say, I love driving, I haven't got a car. Because then the only two places is Freedom Wheels.
Freedom Wheels.
And the MS Centre, they've got a minibus. No, we need people with cars. And actually, I mean, going through that process, going along to the driving academy and having an assessment, that's probably a really useful thing for people to do anyway.
Yeah, well, I actually had feedback from one of our volunteer drivers at the moment to say that he found it really reassuring. So he went along. The driver assessment is at the Devon Travel Academy, and obviously we pay for that. And it's just they get assessed on their sort of road safety awareness and that sort of thing, and the volunteers sort of said that they found that a really useful thing to do because it gave them the sort of confidence to know that their driving was up to standard and that they were safe on the roads. But also, you know, I've had people that are applying to be paid drivers and to be able to go along to a job interview and say, I've already had an assessment at the driver centre. That's something that obviously they can then take to job interviews and so on. So we've had some really younger people that have done that as well.
Worthwhile, isn't it?
Yeah,
really
definitely worthwhile. I mean, and there are a lot of people that we see who are on that pathway. They will probably be volunteering for a few months because they're looking for work.
Yeah, and it's a good way into work if you are out of work, you know, for whatever reason. Some people have had illness or you know, children have gone to school and they're looking to get back into the workplace, and obviously volunteering is a really good way to build up the skills, get your confidence back, and also, you know, you can then use us for references and so on. So, you know, it's a very valuable step for people looking to return to work.
And also, I mean, you shouldn't discriminate with different organisations, but having Age UK Exeter, I think, it's quite nice branding to have on your CV, really. Yeah,
I mean, we are Age UK Exeter. We are a local charity, but we do come under the umbrella of the national charity Age UK. So it is a charity that's recognised across the country. It's you know, it's not just specific to Exeter. It's a well recognised thing. So good for people to have that on their CV.
It's good. Everybody I meet who does volunteer for Age UK Exeter enjoys it. It seems a happy place to be involved with.
We're lucky. We've got really good retention. Well, probably not lucky. It's because obviously we do put a lot of time and effort into making sure that people are happy with us and having meaningful opportunities. So we do have really good retention rates of people staying with us. So we're really pleased about that. So
good stuff. Brilliant.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I heard somebody on the bus the other day talking about Age UK. They were sat behind me and they volunteered for absolute years for you, and they even said to the lady that was sat next to said that I might even go in and find out about volunteering. Brilliant. So to hear that,
that's good.
It was really interesting to hear, you know, what they were saying about everybody at Age UK in Carrot Street.
Yeah, and volunteers are great because they're our ambassadors as well in the community. So they go out and they talk to people. So if there is an older person in their community who's struggling, they can kind of signpost them to us to come and get support.
It's all
as
good,
well.
isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So well worthy to do it all.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I've met a few people over the years who actually do paid work for Age UK as enablers.
Yeah.
Does it ever happen that people start off in a volunteer role and then move into the enabling role as a paid job?
Absolutely, and that's probably one of the most familiar roles that people will go on to do. So we do have job opportunities which you can always look on our website for, and people will start off volunteering and then either become daycare assistants. That's one that quite often happens, or again be on the bank, so we have bank care assistants and so on. In fact, I bumped into one of my volunteers today, and I said, "Oh, you're in a different area today," and she said, "Oh yeah, I'm now on the bank to do paid work when they need me as well." So yes, and enabling as well is another thing that people often go on to do because they have built up that experience of supporting older people.
Good stuff, isn't it?
Really good good opportunity. Yeah.
Shall we have a little bit more music and then we can...
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's going to be some scary stuff, I'm afraid.
Hi, that was Coldplay, and that was dedicated to Ray Bradford, a wonderful husband, a father and a granddad. Happy birthday for Tuesday.
Brilliant, thanks, Debs. Especially for Ray. And to get everybody in the mood for the weekend, him for the weekend.
Yeah, birthday weekend.
Birthday, yeah, so it's more birthday weekend for you guys than it is Halloween weekend. Or do you try and combine the two?
No.
We were just saying, Cassie, that people do swap roles and they do more than one role as well, so they can get different experience in different things at Age UK, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So some people will get involved with a number of different things from the start, and other people like to sort of start off with something a bit lower key, a bit easier, ease themselves into it, and then when they get more confident or they get more time available, then they can sort of try something else. And I'm very happy for people to, because you don't know what it's going to be like until you give it a go. So if people want to give something a go and it's not the right thing, then we can always look at other roles within the organisation.
Good stuff, yeah.
So it's confidence building. We get so much feedback for people, potential volunteers, and they go out, they volunteer, and the feedback we get is really, really good.
Yeah, that's
and it
brilliant.
does boost people's confidence and gets them back out into the community.
It does.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's that community connection, I think, as much as anything.
It really is, and it leads on to job prospects, everything. So we do get really good feedback.
Yeah, and of course a lot of studies have shown, haven't they, that the impact on mental health of volunteering is really positive as well. So it's good stuff.
It is. It's all good stuff. So we want people to get in touch with you.
Absolutely, yes. So I work Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, but messages can be left at reception at any other time. I can be contacted on Exeter 202092 and just ask to speak to Cassie in volunteering, or you can email me and it's c.leicester, that's c.leicester spelt like the city, LEICESTER, and that's at ageukexeter.org.uk. So very happy for people to contact me, even if they just want to inquire. There's no obligation to take it any further.
Brilliant stuff, and that's Leicester, not Leeds.
No,
not Leeds, MOT.
I have been called, Cassie Lancaster, all sorts of things. It's Leicester,
I go from Yorkshire. And if people forget that, or they can always get in touch with us and we'll put them straight through to you as well.
Absolutely, and the website has always got information. So
it's good, your website.
Is it? Oh,
yes.
Thank you for saying that. Yes, we are in the process of updating it, but there's a dedicated volunteering page on there as well, so ageukexeter.org.uk.
I needed to find something out and I popped on there, and the volunteering page is really good. It's brilliant.
We're sort of in the process of making it easier to navigate and easier for people to sort of see what's available. So
good stuff. And we want people to come along to the event, and there will be freshly baked, sort of chefly baked, cakes and biscuits.
Absolutely. So that's Thursday the 10th of November from 4:30 till 5:30, and people can just pop along, but it's helpful if they let us know that we're coming, mostly because we know how many biscuits to bake in anticipation, so that's the most important thing, and that information's on our website as well.
Brilliant. Okay, we'll send people along to that.
Fantastic.
Cassie, thank you very much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Should we play Ray another song?
Let's play Ray another song.
Should we make another Coldplay song?
Sherry Ray, another Coldplay for your birthday, Ray.
Idea.
Happy birthday,
MOT.
The CVS Show. exploring the nation's second favourite pastime. Go to www.exetercvs.org.uk to find out how you can make a difference in your community.
Oh, there's some spooky sound effects going on in the background. These are the ones that Felix had playing on the Good, Bad and Ugly show earlier on. Yeah, I think I'll just turn them down a little bit. It's freaking me out a bit because I'm on my own now in the studio. It's a little bit spooky. Just staring at that. There's like a python flap in the door. Doors that have cat flaps. But this one's actually got it's a round flap. I'm sure it's a python flap. So whether there is a Phonic FM studio python lurking about, who knows? It's quite spooky. Brilliant to have Cassie on the show talking about Age UK, and yes, please do go along to that event. They are such a lovely, friendly bunch of people, and there's a couple of quotes here. If you turn, I meant to bring the page number. I actually just photocopied this out of today's Express and Echo. But if you go and buy today's Express and Echo, then if you go to the community pages where it says can you lend a helping hand, and it has our weekly list of VOLOPs, there is a piece there on Age UK and they're a recruitment event. Really lovely quotes here. Somebody says it's one of the best things I've ever done. It's a great joy, a great pleasure. And that's from an Age UK Exeter volunteer. Another one says, volunteering for Age UK Exeter made me feel useful and valued. This boosted my confidence and unlocked my skills. So there's lots of reasons to volunteer, and if you go along on Thursday the 10th of November, so that's 2 weeks today, and that's from 4:30 till 5:30 at the Sycamore Centre, Mount Pleasant Road, which is nice and easy to get to. And there'll be not only tea and coffee, but freshly baked biscuits and cakes will be provided. A gourmet selection, I believe. You can just have a good old chat, find out what goes on at Age UK Exeter, how you can be involved as a volunteer. Lots of things go on all different days of the week. So even if you are working full time, there'll be a slot here and there where you can get involved. And for anyone who is thinking of changing career, and I've actually met quite a few people in the last few weeks wanting to do volunteering to help change their careers, this is a really ideal thing because there's loads of care and social work stuff that you could get involved with through this that would then lead on to something else.
You've been listening to the CVS show on Phonic FM. The show was produced by John Stammers and Nick Kiss for Exeter CVS. For more information about any of the issues raised in this programme, visit www.exetercvs.org.uk. Email cvs@exetercvs.org.uk, call 01392 2020 55, or visit us weekdays 9:30 to 4:30 on King William Street. Exeter CVS is a registered charity supporting the community and voluntary sector in Exeter.